G'day folks, this is Sim. Welcome back to Minecraft Done from Down Under. I'm going to start off the episode today with a thank you for Chip Bennett for reminding me that there was in fact some leather still left in this chest. I thought I'd used it all up making the bookshelves, but I hadn't apparently. There was some leftovers, so we've got what we need. What we're going to do now, I've gone back downstairs and grabbed 2 more diamonds because I'm going to need those, unfortunately. I hate mining diamonds with normal picks, but let's see if we get lucky with our first enchantment, shall we? So we'll make our enchanting table. Well, let's make a book first, and now we'll make our enchanting table. And let's see how we go. Pop. And 2, 3. For no particular reason, it's just the way I like to do it. Efficiency 4. Well, that wasn't really what we were hoping for. Still, it's a start. Now, what I will be doing from now on is whenever I get to level 30, I'm going to be enchanting iron picks. The reason I'm going to be doing that is because any diamonds that we find early in the game, we really want to leave them behind until we've got fortune. So what I will be doing is enchanting iron picks until I get a fortune enchantment, so that I can mine those early diamonds, and that way we'll get the best value that we possibly can, and we won't worry too much about wasting enchantments on diamond tools too early. I have decided that I am going to expand or not so much expand, but start work on my branch mine, because as I was saying last week, and it appears that you guys agree with me, getting resources early is probably the best way to start. Now, there are lots of different ways you can do branch mines. You'll hear lots of different stories about what is the best way to branch mine, where you should branch mine, how far apart your tunnels should be, and all sorts of things. The simple answer is, do what you enjoy. All you have to remember is that diamonds are found from layer 16 downwards. So if we bring up the F3 screen, we can see our Y level at the moment is at 15.5 because we're on stairs. We come down a little bit, we'll see that our feet are now on level 16, and that's equivalent with this level here. So you'll see that when we come down here that I'm now on level 14. Well, my feet are at level 13, my eyes are at level 14, so that's level 14, that's level 15, and the roof up there is level 16. So diamonds generally spawn anywhere from 2 to 8, and they can have 2 diamonds either vertically or horizontally. So we want to make sure that when we're doing a branch mine that we have a pretty good chance of catching a vein from either direction. So the way I do it is, this is the level we're mining on, so I can see anything that's on the floor here, and if we come down one and we're mining down here, I can see anything that's in the ceiling, so I've got both of those blocks covered. And what blocks we cover this way we'll get to shortly. Now, I normally start my branch mines on 3 levels, with the easiest level being somewhere above the lava layer. So this one here, again, we're starting on level 13, so we are well above the lava layer, but that allows us to see all the way up to level 16, and that will let me get in another layer down here on level 9, and finally another layer down here at the bedrock level on level 5. Now, the further down we go, the more problems we have to deal with lava. This particular branch mine, I want to be fairly comprehensive, so I'm actually looking to extract as much ore as possible out of this branch mine. There are two things that you have to worry about when it comes to branch mining. One is efficiency, and the other is thoroughness. It's efficiency boils down to how many blocks you have to dig, opposed to the chance of you exposing valuable ores. Whereas thoroughness is more about making sure that you don't miss anything. Now, I generally tend to aim for a balance in between. So when I do my branch mines, I normally set my tunnels up 3 blocks apart, which gives me a very high chance of getting most of the ores. There's a very small chance that a vertical seam of diamonds could be in between the two, but that chance is fairly low. And when you come down to the amount of digging that you want to do for the resources, I find that 3 is a good balance. Now, you might prefer to have them closer together, you might prefer to have them further apart. At the end, it's like I said, it's what makes you happy and what you enjoy doing. We're going to leave those here for now, and what we're going to do is we're going to start on our tunnels. Now, I will be setting up a rail system to take the resources back up to the top. We'll probably be converting this early base into some sort of store area later on, once we start work on the station house, and that's probably where most of my storage is going to be, upstairs, because I will be spending quite a bit of time there, and it's close to the skeleton grinder, so it's going to come in handy. When it comes to branch mines, I do like to get a fairly hefty base set up, so we're going to be putting in a lot of furnaces and storage down here for the raw materials. And the first thing that we need to do is expand this out a little bit, which I'm going to do now. Now, as I said, I'm not going to have you guys sit and watch me mindlessly dig tunnels. I'll get the basics set up, and then I'll cut out. I'll go mining for about an hour, and then we'll come back and we'll see exactly how well we've done. Now, some people like branch mining, some people don't. I find branch mining extremely relaxing. You don't have to think too hard about it, as long as you're aware that there's lava around. It's not generally that big a problem. You don't have many problems in regards to mobs while you're branch mining. It's certainly not, as exciting as caving, but when we look for excitement, then we'll go looking for excitement. The other good thing I find is that I do tend to watch a lot of YouTube, and it's very easy to branch mine in Minecraft and have a video running. I've got 2 monitors, so I have it running on the second screen while I'm mining, so that way I get the best of both worlds. So what we're going to do now is we're going to work out how we're going to run these tunnels. I am probably going to have the main branches actually running back in this direction, back towards the base that I have and the future side of the station. The reason for that is that while I'm down below mining, the chunks above me will be loaded, so things like farms and any machines that I might set up will still remain running while I'm working, so we'll take advantage of that. But for now, we need our starting area, and let's take out the rest of this here. Probably going to need a little bit of light in here. We'll pretty all of this up, because I do like to do a little bit of cosmetic work on my branch mines. I don't like them to be just a bunch of holes in the ground, so once we've got some materials, we will see about making this look a little bit better. But for now, I think we'll pull our starting point from right here, and we'll go from there. So whoops, that was a bad count. 2, 3 to there, 2, 3 to there. We'll take that out. Okay, so I'll be back to see you guys in about an hour, and we'll see what we've managed to pick up in that time. And we're back. Well, I ended up going in this direction, and the main reason for that was as soon as I broke through here, I immediately came out on top of lava, and as you can see, there's a fairly extensive low-level cave system. I did have a quick look around, and this was the cave that I was using at the very beginning of the game when I first went looking for some initial resources. We've got some diamonds straight away, and we'll come back for those later. Instead, I headed off down this way, and it's a much cleaner run. I was able to tunnel for quite a fair distance. Now, a couple of tips when it comes to branch mining and caving in general. Firstly, if you're mining, you'll find that now we need to switch picks, because that one there is just about gone. We used up the whole diamond pick in this expedition. You can see that's the results of the mining expedition, so not too shabby. But what we want to do is throw that in there. I'll just make a rough pick for now. 1, 2, 3. So when you're mining, you have a reach of 5 blocks. So if we start our tunnel here and we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the length of the pick, move forward and mine 5 again. Every second 5 should be a torch. Now the reason for that is that the lowest light level between the two torches that are 10 apart, as you can see, is 8, but that's 8 at my eye level, which in itself is fine for monster spawning. They won't spawn, they need a light level of 7. At my feet, where they actually could spawn, it's actually light level 9 because it's closer to the torches. So because 5 is a neat run, and you can stand here and hit until we get to the end, and then repeat, move forward, do it again, place another torch, you'll know that your tunnels are definitely going to be lit up brightly enough that you're not going to have mobs spawning into them. And you really don't want interruptions when you're branch mining, particularly if you're watching YouTube videos at the same time. Okay, and for now we will throw a little bit of light down there because we've darkened that up. So the other tip is, and this applies for caving as well, don't carry torches and wood when you go caving. What you want to have is you want to have a stack of oak logs and at least a stack of coal. Well, actually we'll grab all of this coal because we're going to need it in just a moment. The reason being is that it's much more efficient space wise when you're mining if you've just got the logs, because you can pop that in there. 2 logs will give you 16 sticks, and that gives you a fresh stack of torches, and all you're carrying with you is the coal and the oak wood, and chances are pretty strong that you're going to find more than enough coal to keep you going. So a stack of oak logs will produce a lot of torches, and it's a lot better doing it that way than carrying around wood or heading out with a bunch of torches on you in the first place. Alright, what we're going to do now very quickly, because as you can see I'm at level 27 after that little expedition, is we're going to cook up some of this cobble, because we're going to need it to do some work on the mine shaft itself. Oops, try that again. Plus we want the experience. And another half a stack in there, and there, and there, and there. And finally, we've got 2 stacks of iron here, so we may as well smelt that down as well. And we'll throw the extra cobble into there. Now when I'm branch mining, how I normally work is I will start off with an empty inventory, or as empty as I can get it, and I will mine a tunnel until I reach the point where I cannot fit anything else in, and that's normally where I'll call the end of that tunnel, and then I will come all the way back, unload, and start all over again. Okay, so we'll let that cook up and we'll pop back when it's done. See you soon. Okay, here we go. Almost. And how far off are we on the iron? Pretty close. I'll just take the opportunity to craft these up. And let's make pretty. Oop, almost. I tend to use a lot of stone brick in branch mines. It's a fairly easy common resource to get. Sometimes I'll throw a little bit of wood into the mix. There we go. Alright, 27 and 28 and level 29. We'll go beat a few skellies, I think, for the last little bit. So, what are we going to need here? Well, we're going to want some pickaxes, so let's grab them now. Okay, so let's run upstairs. I'll just give this a moment for a few skeletons to spawn. That should be fine. Let's go and have a quick look. Hi guys. Come on, one more. Thank you. There we go. Alright. Second enchant. Let's see what we get this time around. Iron pick. 2, 3. There we go. Well, that wasn't too hard, was it? Alright, let's go and finish up with those diamonds. And we can make some serious attempts to get some good diamond tools fairly soon. So, yeah, 4 from 2, that's okay. And we've got the extras that we found down here. Now, considering the lava, we'll play this safe. Okay, that looks good. Alrighty then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, well, what do we get? We had 4, so we got 9 out of 6. That wasn't quite as special, but that's okay. It's given us the start. It means that we can craft up a few more diamond picks. We've gotten the best value out of the diamonds that we could have got. And we'll go from there. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish off the beautification process, is what we'll call it, of the branch mine. And I will probably also spend a little bit of time at the grinder and enchant a few more diamond picks to see if we can get ourselves a couple of good ones. And then when we come back next episode, I think we will then go on a trek and see if we can find a swamp nearby. Again, I hope you enjoyed the episode today. It was fun being here for you. And I'll see you next time. So ciao for now. Bye. Take care.